Hi guys, welcome to this set of videos. What we're going to do here in this set of videos is build on what we did in the last section. Please recall that in the last section we looked at the segment relationships in circles. So last section, which was 5-4, we looked at segment relationships in circles. In this section, this set of videos and these notes, we're now going to look at the angle relationships in circles. So in the last section, we looked at the chord-chord product theorem, the secant-secant product theorem, and the secant-tangent product theorem. All three of those theorems describe the segment relationships in circles. No surprise, in this section, we're going to look at three theorems that describe the angle relationships inside of circles. So here we go. Our essential question is we want to know what are the relationships between angles formed by intersecting lines inside of a circle. In the last section, when we had those intersecting lines, we looked at the relationships between the segments. Now, when we have those intersecting lines, we're going to look at the relationships between the angles that are formed. Just like in the last lesson, our objectives or our learning targets, first we're going to explore and understand what these relationships are. We're going to look at the theorems. Then, just like we've been doing all year in geometry, once you know a theorem, you can then use that theorem to set up an algebra problem. We're going to do a ton of algebra to solve for unknown either angle measures, to solve for unknown angle measures. So, here we go. Let's jump into this. Just real quick, I give you just a brief description here. We're going to be exploring the angle measures in circles. There are lots of applications to these angle measures. One in particular is a sundial, where the application of the angle measures inside of a circle helps us to tell time. Here we go. So the first one, like I said, there are going to be three. We're going to look at three angle relationship theorems. The first one we're going to look at is going to be intersecting chords, all right? So intersecting chords, angle measure theorem, we'll do that one first. Once we do that one, we'll then move on to a tangent secant. Careful, there is an interior angle theorem, so real important. The key word there is interior, because we're then going to, after we get done with that one, look at the tangent secant, but then it's going to be the exterior, right? So you want to be real careful here. These two are very similar. One is for interior angle measures, the other one is for exterior angle measures. We're going to look at those three theorems. So head on over to the first page of the notes. Well, actually for you guys, the next page of the notes, we'll take a look at the intersecting chords angle measure theorem. I'll meet you guys there.